Hey guys, it's XYLØ.
And we're hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
Congratulations on the new single with Chainsmokers.
Thank you.
Can we talk a little bit about how that happened for you guys and what that production was like? Did you guys get to actually work in the studio with the guys?
Yeah, so the Chainsmokers are kind of known, obviously, for like discovering new up-and-coming artists.
Right.
And they discovered us through the internet somehow, and their team reached out to us saying that they wanted to work together, so they set something up. And then a few months went by. Chase and I cut a demo for a song that for Setting Fires that they were interested in me singing on. We sent it to them, and then a few months later, we got to go into the studio and really like make the final version of that song and tweak it and make it our own and stuff like that. So yeah, it was kind of like over a few months of a time span, but yeah.
But it's out now. Everybody's loving it.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had to, you went back into it and tweaked it a little bit. How different was the original track from what we hear today?
I think the final version compared to the demo that was worked on for months, I think was a lot of simpler production wise. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, some things were changed. Drew changed some things to kind of go with the final, the final version.
Working with them all as a team, like what did you guys get out of that that session? What did you guys learn from the guys? Because I mean, they've been out for a while already.
Oh, you go first.
Yeah, I was really impressed with their focus and work ethic because, they're killing it right now. So they're really busy, and the fact that they like pretty much got off a plane to, go into the recording studio with us for probably the only day that they had off and they were home. I thought that was really cool, and they were multitasking while they're in the studio, like A&Ring, other records that they were getting sent to them with headphones on, and making comments about Paige's performances and stuff, and they're just like go. They're nonstop. So.
Totally. Yeah, I thought Drew was really good at kind of guiding me into getting like the best vocal performance that I could give, and he knew kind of exactly what he wanted and could tell me exactly how to do it this way, and he would demonstrate. And so I thought that was really awesome because it made me feel a lot more comfortable, because I was definitely nervous going into it. The only other person I've recorded vocals with was Chase before that, so they made it really comfortable for me.
Aside from that single that's out now, you guys kind of teased a new single for next week. Can we talk a little bit about that? What can we expect?
Yeah, it's called Get Closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the single? How different is it from the previous tracks that you guys have released so far?
I'd say it's probably our most like upbeat I want to say dancey, but it's like a feel good, like, well, not the meaning of the song isn't feel good necessarily, but it makes you kind of want to dance compared to some of our other songs that are a little bit like moodier.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely fast paced. It's one of my favorites, and we're also putting out a video with it the same day.
Okay, cool. So
we're really excited for that.
You guys have been doing a couple videos before. How do you guys feel about being talent in your own videos? There's some artists that don't like to do the video process. There's some that love doing the videos. How do you guys feel about the videos?
I'm not. I think that's more Paige's like thing than it is for me. I don't really care to. I mean, I like being in our videos, but I don't like thrive. I don't thrive there. I'm not great on camera.
But you do look good in all the videos that we do have. I think, the first video we did, Chase and I weren't really in it. We made like a little cameo, but there was actors, and I definitely like when there's other actors in videos, but I think for the last few, I also like personally seeing the artists in their video just because the song is, especially for us, is coming from our perspective. So it's nice to see that kind of visually come to life. Right. Yeah.
Now back to music. You guys have been working on a debut album. Can you guys tell us a little bit about that, and how different is it from what we've already been listening to so far?
It's not too much different than what you've been hearing from us. We don't have a date set right now. We've just been writing a billion songs this year, and we're just going to keep putting out singles, and you're going to hear a bunch of music from us soon. So
What has this year been looking like for you guys? Because, I mean, the name is starting to pop a lot this year. But I'm sure you're constantly doing production and you're constantly working on your writing. So it's like, how does this year look for you guys?
Yeah, I think we're focusing on obviously getting as much new music as possible. We don't, like he said, we don't have a date set, but we do have plans to put out some more singles in the beginning of the year, as well as we're planning a spring tour, stuff like that. Festivals in the summer. So yeah, you just have to, keep updated with us.
Right. Now, as you guys continue to grow, how do you guys feel that you're growing inside the studio, whether it's you're doing production or you're working on your vocals? Where do you feel that you've progressed the most?
Yeah, I think that once we do put out that album, personally, I think that the songs we've created recently kind of is what we were doing before, but just like to another level, because I think I've grown as a singer. I think Chase has grown as a producer, writer. Right. So personally, I think they just sound a little bit bigger and better than what we were doing before. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think you said it right. I just feel the same way. I feel like we're just getting quicker at getting what we want, and I feel like it does sound bigger than what we were doing before.
Yeah.
So.
Now, for you, Chase, you've been producing for quite some time before XYLØ. So how different is it to produce for your own project this time around?
I think it's different in the sense that you kind of just can do whatever you want to do. Yeah. I mean, Paige kind of lets me just do whatever I want. Like we
have similar tastes.
We have similar tastes, so like we haven't really run into a situation where like when I'm finishing up the production or something, she comes in and she's like, I hate it. Like that hasn't happened yet. So, I take my time with like the final process of it after we cut everything, and like if I'm mixing it or something, that's when I kind of do all the little bells and whistles and stuff on there, and and kind of get to really experiment with everything. But yeah, I think it's just different that you don't have a bunch of other people in the room pulling you in a bunch of different directions and slowing you down or taking in a direction that you wouldn't want to necessarily. I don't know. You just kind of have freedom to do whatever you want, really.
I think that Chase's production is 100% like authentically him, and it's never really, I never listen to it and I'm like, oh, I'm not into that or anything like that. Like I think like 100% of the time every track that he creates is something that I think is dope. So
for those that have not heard of XYLØ, what makes you guys so different from many other artists out there?
We're brother and sister, and we're 10 years apart.
And we're fucking cool.